Hi guys and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is of course Cameron, and into that match reaction. Everton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0, or should I say Sheffield Wednesday 0, Everton 2 in the Carabao Cup. Blues through to the next round thanks to two early goals by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Two really good early goals as well, seeing the Blues get through into the next round. Listen, by all accounts, it wasn't the most convincing win, especially in the second half. I believe we struggled quite a bit, obviously, to get the tempo going again and to really kill the game off. And, by a lot of accounts, it was merely the fact that Sheffield Wednesday didn't have an awful lot going forward and weren't clinical going forward, is that they didn't punish us. But look, I've seen a little bit of negativity on Twitter tonight even after the win. I've seen a little bit of negativity surrounding Marco Silva's substitutions. Obviously, just to start with the team itself before the game, Mason Holgate coming in the centre of defence, Djibril Sidibe coming in at right back as well, which we sort of thought could happen. You had Tom Davies in there next to Fabian Delph, which is something that we've all been screaming for a couple of weeks now. Iwobi in the number 10, Bernard on the left, Richarlison on the right, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front. And I actually thought it was quite a promising team. Look, the formation was the same formation as we used to seeing, and it was a formation that we've spoken about a couple of times over the last couple of weeks about, whether he should change it and whether he should maybe integrate something new. However, the players that were in there were definitely players that we've been calling for, the likes of Tom Davies in there, Djibril Sidibe in there as well, giving Gylfi Sigurdsson, giving Seamus Coleman a rest. Really good to see Alex Iwobi in the 10 as well. He's brought in as a player that could play in that 10 or that could play on the left, and we haven't really seen him in the 10 so far this season. We've seen him on the left, and it's something that, for me personally as a fan, I've wanted to see now for a couple of weeks, is Alex Iwobi and Bernard in the same team, and for that means one of them would have to move over to the 10. Alex Iwobi it was, and I thought he actually played quite well in the first half. Obviously, he got the assist for the second goal. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's first finish was absolutely fantastic, and his second finish was a real striker's goal. And I was seeing a lot of people saying, he's found his level, or he's playing well because this is his level. Listen, I understand the frustrations, but I think we should just knock the negativity on the head now. It was massively important that we got the win today. It was massively important not only to continue a decent cut run, but it was also massively important to give the players confidence and to sort of take the minds off them two defeats in recent weeks, because they were absolutely shocking defeats. We needed a win today, obviously, with a massive game on Saturday afternoon against Manchester City. We couldn't have been going into that game against Manchester City off the back of another defeat, or even off the back of the two defeats that we've had, if we wouldn't have had this game today. So like we said in the game preview yesterday, it was a fantastic opportunity for us to go out there, get the win, and gain a little bit of confidence and gain a little bit of self-belief, and we've done that today. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with two really good goals early on again. Granted, we didn't have an awful lot from then on. We didn't have an awful lot going forward, especially in the second half. We had a couple of opportunities. Richarlison went close, Djibril Sidibe went close as well. Sidibe, shout out to him, really good pass for the first goal as well. Fantastic long ball. And you know what, I actually thought the lads played well today. And like I said, people are still a little bit hesitant to back Silva fully. I think people still quite confused with the substitutions, obviously bringing Walcott, Schneiderlin and Sigurdsson on in a game that we didn't really need to bring Schneiderlin or Sigurdsson on in, really. I would have liked to have seen Moise Kean be given a go. I think this would have been the perfect opportunity for Moise Kean to fit in there, and against the side that were defensively vulnerable, and against the side that he could have nicked his first goal for Everton. And I think for me, Moise Kean really just need that first goal for Everton, and then his confidence is going to go up. But Marco Silva made the decision to not do that. He brought on Walcott, Schneiderlin and Sigurdsson, and whilst I understand the frustrations there, if we'd have drawn that game or would have lost that game, I'd have been on board with it. I'd have been saying, why aren't you putting Moise Kean on? What's the point in bringing Schneiderlin in a game like this? He's not going to affect the game. But we were 2-0 up. It was quite clear that Sheffield Wednesday weren't very clinical going forward. Obviously, the lower league opposition, so we should have been beating them, and that was the expectation today. The expectation was to win that game of football and progress into the next round of the Carabao Cup. But as we know as Evertonians, we don't live off expectation, because Everton don't provide what is expected. So we all went into today's game thinking, well, yeah, we should realistically win, and we're expected to win. And when we were 2-0 up in 10 minutes, it wasn't like, well, yeah, this is expected, really. It was like, bloody hell, we're 2-0 up in 10 minutes away from home. And that was because, we've learned as Evertonians over the past however many years to not expect anything, because you're constantly let down. So for me, I think it's quite a big win today. I understand the frustrations about the substitutions. I understand that we were quite poor in the second half, and we were quite poor. We let Sheffield Wednesday back into the game, and we allowed Sheffield Wednesday to create opportunities. And like I said, if they had a little bit more quality and they were a little bit more clinical going forward, then they might have hurt us. And who knows, if they've even had a little bit more luck and they've put one away, our heads could have absolutely dropped. But at the end of the day, that's all if, buts and maybes. And we could have said if, buts and maybes about the Sheffield United game. We could have said if, buts and maybe it's about the Bournemouth game, but the realistic, point was that we critique those games because we were absolutely shocking in them. Today, we weren't fantastic, but we got the win and we progress into the next round and we're in the hat tomorrow. And for me, that's all that matters. It's really, really positive. It's going to give the lads a confidence boost. It's obviously going to give Dominic Calvert-Lewin a confidence boost. I don't think we should all be on social media saying, oh, he's found his level now. And I understand people are joking with it and I understand it's a little bit of banter, but the lad's gone out there and scored a brace today. And okay, maybe he hasn't done a lot, after that, but he scored 2 goals and he won us the game at the end of the day, so give him that little bit of confidence. He couldn't really do much more today at the end of the day. He's had a decent game. He scored 2 decent goals, and obviously we progress into the next round of the Carabao Cup. I believe the draw's tomorrow night, so we'll see who we've got tomorrow night. Obviously there'll be reaction, there'll be news all over the channel surrounding that. But yeah, what more could we have asked for, really? It wasn't a fantastic performance, but I think having watched Everton over the last couple of weeks, we sort of knew that it wasn't going to be a top 10 out of 10 performance. The most important thing is for me is that we've won, we're in the half for the next draw, and that performance will give the players confidence, and that result will give the players confidence and give them a little bit of self-belief going into a massively important game on Saturday. Now, I'm not saying we're going to win on Saturday. I'm not saying that's going to mean that we're going to get anything out of the game against City, but it's much better going in off the back of a 2-0 win against any team, whether it's Sheffield United, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's City, whether it's fucking Samia, beating any team. It's much better going into a game off the back of a win than it is off the back of a loss. And like I said, if we'd have lost today, obviously it would have been massively, massively poor, because not only because obviously we're playing lower league opposition that we should be beating, but 3 losses on the bounce out of the Carabao Cup, the confidence will have been rock bottom and heads will have dropped massively. But hopefully the players have taken a little bit of confidence out of that. The players have taken a little bit of self-belief, and we can go on to Saturday now. And I think, at the end of the day, we've won the game of football, so let's just be a little bit positive about it. And yes, there's still things to work on. Yes, it wasn't perfect. Nobody's saying it's perfect whatsoever. Nobody's saying it's all fine and everything's fixed now. It's not. And Marco Silva will know that, and the players should know that, and we as fans know that. But it's a win at the end of the day, and that's all that matters. So big thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Everton progress into the next round of the Carabao Cup with a 2-0 win away at Sheffield Wednesday. Big thanks for watching. See you soon.